Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Destiny's Princess, a war story, a love story.
A forbidden romance. Last time, we killed a demon. The dagger started talking in front of Masamune, and he apparently did not give a shit. He's just like, alright, talking dagger, cool. I'm down with it.
It's all cool. We had 5 of them on my last ship.
Oh, well.
Yes. And I think we have just reached
The hole.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciated that.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god, we got a picture! We were talking in between episodes. We're like, there's not gonna be a picture of the hole. They're just gonna give us like a black screen or something. They actually gave us art. You can't actually really see the whole shape.
You can see the rim of the hole.
You can see like the cliff.
See, someone got paid to paint the rim of the hole.
And there's vermilion down there.
It was their job. It was their job.
Uh-huh.
So really, you could say it was their rim job. I'm reaching.
Oh my god. I am so sorry, folks.
I'm not. I'm not even sorry at all.
I don't even know what to say. You have my sincerest not
I
apologies.
pray there is one person out there that this is their first episode ever watching us, and that's their first impression.
And they're just like, yep, subscribing to that channel.
Yeah, right. I was like, you can either go all uphill from here or all downhill. It's one or the other.
I could see something squirming deep in the hole.
Oh yeah, deep in there.
It looked like a small bug, but it was a person. And the fluttering red lights were flames.
Just red lights, mind you, not any other color.
Oh, this really is a hole to the underworld / North Korea.
That too. Seriously, I thought I was just making that up.
The dagger clattered and danced from within its scabbard.
Bouncing the boobs, going back and forth.
I think I'm holding it at this point. Or
Oh.
Masamune actually has it.
Oh, okay. In his cleavage.
Yes, in his cleavage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy, so happy. The sweet smell of corpses and flames warming them up. Hee hee hee. Now, princess, a little closer. It looks like all the demons are gone. This is a good opportunity.
I look up at Masamune. He nodded with confidence.
I am not confident about this course of action, but let's go, princess. We sink or we swim, as we say.
Oh my god, he literally is a pirate.
That's what we say on the high seas.
Oh. We went down the mountain path and came next to the hole to the North Korea. The smell of sulfur festered all around us. The trees around the hole had withered. I realized the branches looked like bones. It's awkward. This place was in another realm. It was where evil spirits lived. Can you reach it from here?
I can reach it. I will reach it.
Which one is Vladimir Putin? I almost said Stalin again.
Mm-hmm.
It was a difficult undertaking, just looking into the dreadful hole.
It is. You should never stare directly into the hole.
No, never.
No.
The depths were filled with the dead, being horrifically
Well,
tortured.
they're dead. They don't care.
You can see the pool of blood on the right side, can't you?
This
How
game...
can you see the pool of... Do you have eyes?
I really want to come around to the fact that this game got a lot more metal.
It did.
Like, it just suddenly went from, like, all cutesy shoujo to suddenly, like, blood pools and tortures of the damned.
Yep.
A little bit of Dungeon Keeper voice there.
A little bit. Yeah.
In there, there's an exposed rib cage floating. Look, he's glaring at us.
The rib cage?
Yep, the ribcage is glaring at us. Right at that moment, I felt something pierce my heart.
It was an arrow, you're dead.
From here, the man looked like a small piece of rice.
So you can see him?
And yet I could tell his flaring eyes were filled with malice directed towards me.
Fair enough.
His shining, blazing, vermilion eyes were fixed on my body.
Yeah, it was.
He was undressing me with his stare. Wait. He was frightening. My entire body quivered.
With anticipation.
Patient.
Oh, that was way too fast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Way too fast.
I'm sorry, I've only seen it once.
I
had incurred such great wrath unbeknownst to me.
Princess.
I heard Masamune's voice and felt his big hand.
Not his little hand. His big
big
one.
yowie hand. He wrapped it around me and held on to me.
Okay, now I'm imagining the hand is like... It's like a King Kong hand, and he just whips it out and is just like holding you in it.
I've seen yaoi where it's basically that large. Like, it is so disproportional. It's hilarious.
You know, I know we're a tiny ass channel. This is the moment where I wish we were at least decently, and I'd get some really crappy fan art. I mean, beautiful fan art, perfectly done by the fans.
Yes. If you have fan art of this series and giant hands and Masamune wrapping them around.
Just one giant hand.
One giant hand. A King Kong size
He is
hand.
still normal sized, mind you. It's just one giant hand.
Please submit it some way to us.
Send us a link.
Send us a link.
Don't worry. I'm here with ye. He's imprisoned in the underworld. He
North
can't
Korea.
do anything to ye.
Yeah. I felt Masamune's warmth, and the fear melted away. I stopped shaking and gained confidence. That was right. I didn't need to care about his grudge. You should always care about grudges.
You in that movie.
I love that movie. That dead man's delusion was the entire reason why the vassals, the people, and I had been killed.
Oh my god, you have been dead this entire time. These guys are ghosts because they're from Japanese history, and that's why they're here. If we shoot from here, it would be better if I used me bow.
But your arm is...
Giant, I know. You can hold the bow. I'll pull the bowstring with my good hand.
Do we get a picture of this? Is it the same picture we've seen?
That'd be funny.
I nodded and ripped my undershirt one more time.
And yet no pictures.
I took the dagger out of its scabbard and... Why? I took the dagger out of its scabbard and tied it to the tip of the arrow. I guess it's the arrow head now?
It's lighter. That's why you might want it. It's tied to like probably the side of it, but the
enough.
scabbard's probably heavier.
Right. Masamune let go of the bow he had been carrying and handed it to me.
Well, you have to hand it to you before letting it go, to be completely honest. But anyway, you must kill him in one shot. Aim well.
Don't fuck it up. You don't need to tell me.
I'm going to pull it. I almost went demon voice there.
Okay.
Also, the sounds of hell sound a lot like a train passing by.
Well, you know, there might be trains in hell. I supported the bow while he pulled the bowstring. His high-string bow started to bend.
That doesn't quite seem right, but we'll go with it.
Masamune was strong. I had to use both hands to support it and keep it from shaking.
A little more to the left. Your other left.
Okay. When I'd established our target, the dagger suddenly laughed. What? What do you have to say at an important moment like this? Maybe he was just happy to be going home. Gosh, why do you have to be such a bitch?
Princess. If I return to the underworld,
North Korea,
my powers will fade as well. For my powers are based on capitalism.
Huh?
That man might disappear, you know.
No!
Can you still fire knowing that? Take your time and think about it.
My heart was swaying, and the tremor started to show up on the bow as well. I had to shoot him. I needed to calm down and shoot Vladimir Putin. If I didn't, why would I have relied on the dagger and summoned people to help me? Their memories had been stolen, and they'd faced danger in a completely unrelated nation. But they're from your nation.
The Fire Nation.
But But
2 pictures. But I feel like we missed a few.
I don't know.
Like, do you think we missed a few pictures?
That'd be really sad.
I mean, we only got 2.
Well, we got a couple. They just changed facial expressions.
Okay. Do you kill everyone?
What? I wanted to go with him. I didn't want him to disappear. What do you mean, go with him? Do I go to his world?
Maybe, but I mean, you didn't want him to disappear would mean you don't shoot, right?
I would think so.
So the other one must be you do shoot.
I don't know what to pick.
Oh, well then. I cannot help you in this endeavor. On this road, you must walk alone.
I'm just confused by the wording, and I feel like this is one of the reasons why I may not have as much likability as I feel like I probably should by the point, like, this is the ending select, is because a lot of the choices I'm like, oh, I think it means this, and then it doesn't mean that. Or if it does, they're like, nah, you can't do that. And so, like, the correct answer was to choose the, like, hide the story from him and don't try to tell him. You know, like, because there was a couple options where it was like, tell him, don't tell him. And I chose tell him, but then it wouldn't let me tell him. So was I supposed to choose the don't tell him and be, like, sneaky and, like, hiding things from him? And in this case, I'm like, so does the wanted to go with him actually mean that, like, I'm going to his world? Do I shoot Vladimir Putin and, like...
I think what we can definitely say is that didn't want him to disappear is...
not shooting Vladimir Putin.
Is not shooting. So the other one must be, then, shooting Vladimir Putin.
I'm gonna shoot Vladimir Putin.
I would think you would, yes.
If Masamune was to leave, then there was no reason for me to live on. I'm gonna kill myself. I didn't care if I abandoned everything. I want to go with him. If Masamune disappeared, everything in this world would lose its meaning.
Your princess. Princess, get a hold of yourself.
Masamune put his lips close to my ear as I shook my head.
Look at me. Look at me, princess.
I'm looking at you.
I know.
I was pulled in by his gentle voice and timidly lifted my head.
Very gentle voice.
Masamune softly kissed my lips. That wasn't soft, but okay. It calmed me down, and he took his lips away. He whispered to me.
Don't forget, Atoli. You're a princess. Everyone's lives are riding on your shoulders.
No pressure, then.
Also, that's the one place we're going to use your name. Because we assume now at this point that you have some deep emotional connection to these 5 frames of illustration we have for this man.
Yeah. Very emotionally connected
that
to him.
does explain the new poster that you put above our bed.
Yeah.
The giant Masamune poster.
Yeah.
I found it a little weird, but I didn't really want to question it.
It was really hard to find, you know.
Really, the internet exists.
I know the internet exists, but I don't know if you've actually tried to find, like, good poster-like art of anything from any of these types of games, but my understanding in my research to find the giant poster of Masamune so I could have put it above our bed and stare at him lovingly before I go to bed at night, it's really difficult to find. And it cost a fortune.
Which is really weird, because honestly, for the next game we're playing, I've also tried to look up for posters. Not that hard to find.
Yeah, but...
Anyway.
They'll understand that when they know what next game we're playing. Oh.
I'll be by your side. I won't ever leave you. Trust me.
Ooh, dramatic music change.
He was right. I couldn't think about that right now. The people who had died, the people who were still living. I had to throw away my doubt for the men, the dagger, and there's no commas, and that threw me off
That's
a little
weird.
bit.
I had to throw away my doubt for the men, the dagger, and I'd called to this world to fight. Yeah, that sentence doesn't make sense.
I I pretended I couldn't hear the dagger's loud, obnoxious laughing.
Yar, yar, yar.
I took aim once more. This arrow will hit. I wasn't just hoping it would hit. I knew it would hit. This was the bow Masamune had trained with. Both of us had practiced laboriously. There was no way this arrow would miss.
It's going to miss.
Masamune let go of the arrow.
And it flies wide.
And flashes white. The bowstring snapped forward with a twang.
Twang.
The arrow with a dagger tied on it was sucked into the hole to North Korea.
Farewell, princess with the delicious blood.
The dagger's voice became distant, and then we saw a light shining from beyond. The entire bottom of the valley emitted a bright light. The light was so strong we had to close our eyes.
Ooh.
Wah.
Communist wah.
The voice roared from the bottom of the valley. A burst of air shot up and the earth shook. The horse became scared and reared up. Ah!
Princess, grab on.
Masamune grabbed onto the reins to calm the horse down. The bow slipped out of my hands. I clung onto him on top of the horse. You know, we could have a picture of that.
We have a
I
lot
didn't
of
know
pictures
how
here,
much
okay?
time had passed. The surroundings suddenly returned to its usual quiet atmosphere. Oh, the forest regrew over the hole, apparently. I timidly opened my eyes. Masamune was slowly opening his.
Is it over?
We both looked around us. The moonlight was shining, and the quiet forest was spread out. It was like there had never been a hole connected to North Korea there before. But when I looked closer, the withered plants had still been scattered all over. It wasn't a dream after all.
That's how it seems, anyway.
It wasn't a dream. Then the dagger was lost. The key power that had summoned Masamune and the others. Shit.
What be wrong?
I gazed, and Masamune.
I gazed and Masamune.
And his voice was nothing but kind. I put my face onto his chest. Marry me right now.
Yar, no.
I want to become your wife.
Yar, calm down.
He told me he would be by my side.
No, I didn't. What do you say?
I didn't think his words were fake.
I did not say any of those things.
However, I didn't know how long he could oppose the spell cast upon him.
I'm not under the spell. Aren't you listening
He
to
might
me?
disappear at any moment.
No, I am
Then,
right here.
At least.
Crazy wench.
Inside the cave, we'd taken shelter from the rain. He softly laid me down on the ground. Bow chick bow bow. Masamune was a little hesitant.
But are you sure? In a place like this, uh-oh.
Are we about to do it in the cave?
You are about to do it in a cave.
Alright, well, I don't mind.
In your love cave.
Is it a love shack?
No, it's a love cave.
Love cave? If we'd returned to the castle, we wouldn't have any time alone. I didn't even know if he would make it that far.
What? Oh, because of the... Yeah.
He's afraid he's gonna...
So wait, whoa, timeout. Tumblr timeout.
Okay.
So, your fear isn't that he's gonna, mysteriously teleport away. Your fear is that the spell on him will go away, and that his real memories will come back.
And that he'll leave.
And that he'll then leave.
Yeah.
So instead, you're like, whoa, I gotta rape this guy while he's still under the influence of a mind-altering spell.
I think it's more that she is afraid he's actually going to leave, because now that the dagger's...
No, this definitely said she is afraid that, the spell's gonna wear off and his mind is gonna return to normal, which means she just wants to boink him before he is in his right mind.
I guess?
Wow.
I think it's more that now that the dagger's gone, he will, like, immediately disappear, even if his memories don't come back.
I don't think so. I think your character's a horrible person.
Well, she is kind of an idiot, so that would make sense.
Alright, let's keep going.
It was a little mysterious that we were still together in this moment. Naked. Nope, I'm sorry. I still have clothes on. Never mind. He also still has clothes on, so never mind, not naked.
Also, considering how much shorter that you are than him...
I think he's laying me down.
Okay.
And or bending me over.
No, you're definitely on your back.
Well, I know, but like, you know, like when you like dip a girl. But he's leaning with me.
I see.
Or something? I don't know.
Well, because there's definitely a hand down in the corner.
Yeah, like that's why he's holding me
But he's not
up.
actually holding... I don't know if he's touching you.
I have no idea.
You have a giant head, so maybe that's touching your head.
Maybe. Masamune. He put his hand on my cheek. As long as I was with him, even the rock bed felt like a silk cushion. Masamune, I love you. His face changed. He was like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? No, run away. I could tell the doubts and hesitation he had disappeared.
Yeah.
I really wish there was punctuation there. I don't know.
He had
disappeared. I know it's correct.
He put his elbow next to you and spoke as he closed in on you.
Is he doing that thing that we learned about?
Princess, no. Atoli. I promise to cherish you for the rest of my life.
So, I'm gonna pause for a second, one more time.
Pausing again?
As we are about to apparently be married.
Married?
That's what she wanted.
This is how you get married
right now.
This is how...
So,
it's a translation error. It's actually just fuck me right now.
Oh, maybe. But no, my question is in feudal Japan, like, for the wedding ceremony, do they just, like, do it in front of everybody? Like...
I really doubt that.
I know, I do too, but that's what this is kind of implying, right? Like, that they're just like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna go get married, we're gonna have the ceremony, let's do it.
All I know is I'm getting
Pelvic thrust.
I'm just getting into an insight into the mind of the female romance novel game player.
Are ya?
Yes.
Oh. He didn't know anything, yet he gently kissed me.
He's Jon Snow.
Apparently. I'd be glad if that was true.
See, it's not true because this is rape.
A tear flowed down my cheek.
And ladies and gentlemen, that will be it for this part, which ends really abruptly.
Yes, it does. But we got a new picture.
We did get a new picture. So let's go ahead and save.
Okay.
That was really abrupt.
Yep. How am I only at 54 likability? We are about to do it.
So you're on final... So we haven't started final chapter. Black Sheeps. No spoilers. Here's your preview, folks. There is your preview. There's Japanese. There's some words. Apparently, I think the crowns are finally going to come into play. But that is going to have to wait until next time.
How come you keep doing that? You've never done that before, gone into the next chapter, but this time, like, the last 2 times, you've accidentally gone into the next chapter.
Because I keep wanting to go to the main story and take a look at what exactly we have unlocked.
Oh.
Is that a problem?
No. So we aren't doing Final Chapter A, we are doing Final Chapter B.
And then the epilogue.
Yep.
Alright, well you have that to look forward to next time, folks. Atoli, do you have anything to add?
Hi, guys.
Alright, bye, folks.